Good morning, day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. Welcome back to FELINE CHATTY. This is my own personal podcast that I just kind of talk and ramble about things. Kind of go transparent a little bit and step away from that whole, cheerful side. It's where I get kind of vulnerable. It's where I be honest about my feelings about things and how I view things personally. These are my own takes, personal takes, like opinions on things that I see. If you do not agree with them, that's totally fine. You don't have to agree with them. I just want you to respect it. You don't have to agree with me, but don't be a dumbass and go fucking, with your own opinion and override. Just don't go crazy about it. Anyways, this is a podcast. I also have a speed paint in the background of me drawing this old art piece that I made a couple months back. So if you see random pauses, it's because I'm checking Twitter and choosing to ignore the drawing for a little bit and come back to it. If you just want to watch the speed paints, you can put this in 2x speed and mute me and listen to whatever music you want. If you just want to listen to me talk, you can minimize the tab and just have me in the background. Or if you want to do both, watch me speed paint and talk, whichever one you like. It supports me either way. If you're listening to this podcast, it's because I am on my trip to go see Jazz. And there's no content up for you guys besides this one. I was supposed to edit a video for you guys. I was supposed to edit a highlights video, but I just didn't have the time to. I was trying to relax myself. I was having really bad anxiety with the whole boarding the plane situation. So, I couldn't get that done. I also had to figure out things I needed to bring and everything for this trip. I hope I have everything. I just got done packing. I'm hoping, or I will literally cry. But then again, I could always just go to the store and get what I missed and don't have. My throat's making funny noises and I hope you guys are hearing. Speaking of seeing Jazz, let's talk about friendships for a little bit, because why not? I know it's been almost a year since I had another podcast. It's because I always record, but I get very, very vulnerable about it. I go into too much depth. Instead of recording at 10 p.m., I'm recording at 11 a.m. right now, so should be a different change besides the sad, depressing vibe that I get. I literally have one put down for friendships. They're all fucking sad. They're all sad. I guess this shows the reality of it all. I lost a lot of friends in my life. Most backstab me, which is normal. That's true. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I've always had friends, backstab me. I don't know why. I always ask whenever a friendship ends if I did anything wrong, and they always say I did nothing wrong. So I don't really fucking know what I do wrong. I would love to know. I would love to know why you guys decide to hate on me. Am I too weird? Am I too awkward? Can you guys just, tell me what I did wrong by any chance? No? I don't know. A few ghost me. I did have a recent person ghost me as a friend. I was kind of shocked because okay, that's kind of messed up. I thought, I've never been ghosted before, in a way. So it's kind of like oh, okay. So this is how it feels like. I could have just ignored it for a little bit. Not ignored it, I just went, okay, it is what it is. But it's also obviously because life was hitting them and they decided to focus more on what they were doing, which is totally okay because we talked about it. We literally caught up again. So that's not necessarily ghosting. I literally put sometimes we're just not a good match and have no interest, but bond well just didn't work out. Oh, yeah. I've had people in my life, we have similar interests. We can literally bond to the best abilities sometimes, and be bestest of friends, but it just doesn't work well because of some red flags seen in the friendship. I would say one of them was because of a big decision that they had made that in the moment, I was like, oh, okay, very supportive. But I thought about it and I was like, I should not be supporting this. I should not be supporting this action. Especially with the decision that they made was something I had gone through that hurt me a lot. And to think I was supporting such a decision made me look back on my actions and made me think about where I was wanting this friendship to go. Communication is always a good thing in a friendship. I chose to communicate too late in this friendship. I felt like if I would have communicated more, it would have benefited both of us. But I was too scared to. I was too scared to communicate what I was feeling and what I was going through. But because of that big decision that they chose to make, I had to take myself out of the picture. And I thought of it as the best way for both of us, because I saw that we were both poison to each other in a way. Not in a crazy way, we just didn't know what we were giving each other was poison. We'd give each other, like, of course we're supportive with each other, we were best friends and everything, but we just didn't know what we were doing was hurting the other. And so I took a step back from it. It was really hard. And every now and then, I wonder if they're doing okay. Like, it didn't end on a very bad note. It's just kind of what I had to do for both of us. As of now, I'm in a better space. Well, mind space. I feel more inclined to think about how I can do better in myself. But yeah. It was one of those friendships where we worked out well. It just had to be put to an end. I'm also very bad at social skills. I have new friends, I would say friends right now, that I struggle to keep up conversations with because I don't know how to converse. I suck at conversing with people. I'm more of the silent type. I used to be able to talk to people back when I was a teenager, like in this VTuber community space. I used to make friends and just talk with them, like be like, hi, you know, be the first one to initiate the conversation. Now I just don't do anything because I'm scared to be annoying and I just don't know what to talk about. Like, I would love to chat with you. I just don't know what to talk about. Like, I always make sure that with new people, I tell them I suck at communicating. So I'm sorry if I seem distant. I know it sucks to, you know, be the initiator. It always sucks to be the initiator because you're like, why do I always have to initiate it? I'm trying. I'm really trying to make sure to initiate as best as I can. It's just really hard because I don't know what to talk about. Because for me, with my friends that I have right now, we talk, but we don't talk fully. With Jazz, we talk about things, and then I say, I gotta go do something, or I say I gotta chill, like I'm gonna go chill for a little bit. And we're just like, okay, we'll talk later, and then we play games eventually. With Lick, I literally just send memes to him. We send each other memes, and that's how our conversations go. I send art. She sends dumb videos, stuff like that. That's how I converse with him. So it depends on the person. I guess I just don't know what to put down and all that. But sometimes it goes into long conversations. I'm sorry. I'm just really bad at social skills. I'll try to do better, but it's really hard trying to do better when I have a lot of things in my mind right now. But just know, I don't think I don't want to be friends with you. I feel like I'm talking like fucking Bella from Twilight. What are you saying right now? I recently watched the movie last night. I thought about Twilight. I dreamt about Twilight last night. It was awful. I was just sitting there and I just see Edward and Bella fucking making out in my dream on a couch. And I was like, okay, this is fucking weird. I don't want to be here right now. I don't know. Anyways. If we go back to elementary times of having friends, a lot of the little girls that I hung out with, like in elementary school, they never really liked me. I was already seen as a weird kid taken by watch anime. I don't know how these kids already know anime is gross. Y'all got issues. Y'all got issues. I was watching magical girl animes. Y'all got issues. I literally had a friend. Okay, I had a friend in 5th grade. I was wearing a Sailor Moon shirt of them all posing after like transforming. You know, like just their iconic poses. And then my friend comes up to me and she's like, my brother watches them, but likes it when their skirts are up. And I was like, what? And I'm in 5th grade. I'm wondering what the fuck you guys are talking about. Because even during the sex ed education stuff, I still didn't understand it. I was like, what? Huh? I remember giggling about the penis for like the whole time. I don't think I wasn't even paying attention. They were talking about, you know, giving us sex ed in like 5th grade, and I was laughing at the penis the whole time. Clearly not a good mental state for kids to be learning about this stuff. And I had already started my period, so there was nothing new to learn there. I fucking started my period in like 4th, 3rd grade, somewhere around there. It was really early. Sucked. I was 9, so like 4th grade, yeah. I started in 4th grade. So they were talking about periods, and like all the girls were like, whoa, my older sister has that. And I'm like, I'm an older sister that already has that. It sucks. I fucking hate this. You know how weird it is to be one of the youngest girls who have their period, and none of the other girls like understand it fully? They just know like they have an older sister that has it, but they don't understand it. So when I bring a pad to the bathroom, they're all like, what the fuck, are you wearing a diaper? You know, I was so embarrassed about the sound, but now I just don't give a fuck, because I'm like, I'm on my period. I didn't bleed to death. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. But yeah, I had a friend who did that. Speaking, going back to what I was already talking about, I was already seen as a weird one because I wore anime shirts. I had like a Soul Eater shirt that I still have this till. I'm wearing it right now, actually. I'm surprised it's still holding up. The pictures are coming off, but I wear it for PJs, so I don't really care. I've had the Soul Eater shirt. I've had the Sailor Moon shirt. I had a Hatsune Miku shirt. I had a Pikachu shirt. All of these I got from my allowance. Whenever my dad would be like, well, it's allowance day, you guys want to go to the mall? I'm like, yes! So I would go into Hot Topic, my main store. I literally bought a full Pikachu outfit before. So I had a Kirito shirt that I think I refunded a Hot Topic to get a different shirt because I saw it in Spencer's. I just don't remember what shirt it was. It was a Kirito like emotion shirt, but I didn't want that one because I found a better shirt in Spencer's. I just don't remember what the fuck it was. And I felt awkward going, I'm gonna return this. I just bought this, but I'm gonna return it. They're just like, oh, okay. Did you see this fucking 10-year-old going, yeah, I made a better decision on what shirt I wanted. But I was already seen as a weird girl. I drew anime. I was an artist girl as well. So most of the girls didn't really like me. I was also a very tomboy. I hung out with the guys because none of the girls really wanted to hang out, so I'd hang out with the guys. That explains a lot, but I was just there. Which led me to be a fucking pick-me when I was older. Sucked ass, by the way. Like, yeah, I don't really wear makeup. I don't really like dresses. If you're gonna make me wear a dress with, like, heels, I'm gonna wear my Converse. I wear my... I don't know if that's how the song goes. I'm just thinking about that Demi Lovato song. That was me. I was a weird pick-me back then. I'm not now. I'm kind of embracing the fact that I'm like, fuck this. I like cute things. Like makeup. But I also like to wear boy clothes because I think wearing boy clothes look pretty cool. And I would love to be looking masculine and feminine. That'd be so cool. One day, I'll achieve it. One day. Anyways, I got off topic again. Dude, I really should stop getting off topic. This is why I don't do podcasts. But I feel like it's good to get off topic when a podcast because I can just ramble on forever and ever. But most girls saw me as like dumbass girl who's hanging out with the guy that she likes, they would always come up to me and be like, can you ask if Jason wants to go out with me? And I'd be like, okay. And then I just go up to him and be like, hey, yo, the girl you said you like said that she likes you. And they'd be like, oh, no way. And this is elementary school, so they like date until recess and then break up. Which I remember a girl going through that literally got broken up for every recess. Like, they'd go out and then she'd cry during class. And then she'd wonder why this guy didn't like her. This is in 5th grade, by the way. And then they get back together next recess and they'd be like, oh my god, you're so funny. And then they break up again. It's really on and off. It was kind of crazy. The popular kids in elementary school were wild. They would just pretend they're dating as if they knew what it was. But I feel like elementary schoolers. I feel like elementary schoolers now know what dating is. But back then we didn't grasp the concept of it. We held hands, called it a day, and then never talked to each other again the next day. I remember in elementary school, I had no friends, and I thought I was friends with quote unquote the popular girls because everyone fucking knew them, but they were scared of them. She was a rich girl, so she had her little minions. You know, the whole mean girl act. I was a weird girl that just decided to join them because I was like, oh hey, are we friends? You know? I'm seeing this now back in my memory. They did not want me as a friend. They saw me as an annoying girl. I remember this one time, we had a reading book and it had like letters in sign language, and the mean girl was using those letters to talk shit about me to her friends. And I don't think her friends even understood what she was saying. But I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And because I would always hear her go to the back of the book. And I'm like, why are you guys looking at the back of the book? And they're like, oh, nothing. So I would look in the back of the book and be like, oh, it's sign language. So I would look at it and I'd be like, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. You know. I don't think she was really spelling anything. I don't know if she was or wasn't. But I could tell she was just talking shit about me. Because she'd look at me and then they'd laugh. And then she'd do sign language. And I'd be like, huh, what's so funny? Being the weird girl in school fucking sucks. Which is why I died down and hid it all. And then went back to a senior year because I just didn't give a shit anymore. I was talking about friends. And what kind of friend I'd like. I have a friend I can easily just send random messages to and they can send them back, and it's just the way we converse in chat. Yeah, this is literally what I do with Licked and Jazz. I literally just send them random shit. We don't have to converse all the time. Just send it. You know. And then call it a day. Friends are hard to make with the amount of trust issues I have. I do have trust issues. But that's because like I said, I was always backstabbed, you know, talk shit behind my back. I met someone who I thought would never do that to me. They ended up actually doing it. I was told from another person that they did. And it hurt. And then slowly they started distancing themselves from me. I remember they had a little hangout planned and asked if I was available. And I was like, yeah, just let me know when. And I saw that they were hanging out already. And so to not go and give any ideas, I was like, so, are we hanging out? And they're like, oh, yeah, you can join if you want. It was a pity invite. And it hurts. It hurt a lot because I was like, wow, okay, well, I was told that day that they were, you know, like they didn't want me to hang out with them. Their excuse was they had a headache. And yeah, but nonetheless, it was one of the things that got me going, oh, am I too much? So that's where my whole trust issue on if I was too much was kind of hitting me. Was I too loud? Was I too out there? You know? Like, do I need to dial down? But no, I'm not gonna fucking dial down. I know now, I'm just kind of doing my own fucking thing. I'm not dialing down, and if people find it annoying, then you don't have to fucking watch me. It's that simple. And if you're still watching me just to hate on me, you're so obsessed. I appreciate it. Thanks. You want my autograph? Fucking. Oh, I put this as one of the things. I never really fit well with other groups, to be honest. I was ranting in my notes, by the way. I was always the odd one out. And you could kind of see it and feel it. Everyone had their people, and even when they let me join, I was just there no matter how hard I tried to participate. So I kind of just gave up. I guess it's another reason why I never really reach out to others to try and become friends, because it's too painful to feel that feeling of not being invited. Yeah. Everyone now in this community, everyone already has their group of friends. And to try and join that group of friendship is really fucking hard. You can be friends with one person and they introduce you to the whole group. It's really hard to fit in with everyone there. You don't have to, you can be yourself. But it's really hard to make sure you get everyone's vibe check. You know? So that's why I find it kind of hard. Everyone's literally already in a group. And if you say you're not in a group, you are in a group. I would say my group is my siblings. And I have Jas and her siblings. And then I have Licked, where it's just us two hanging out. I put this on here. Biggest anxious feeling ever, keeping in touch with friends, and the only one from school I've kept in close relations to was Jas after all the ups and downs we have been through. That's the last thing I wrote for friendships. I did keep close relations to everyone in middle school as best as I can. But, you know, everyone is doing their own thing. Everyone's in college. Everyone's growing up, doing their own pursuit of life. Me and Jas, we're also doing our own thing, but we also have kept in touch because I think we just understood that we're there for each other, whether it be a couple years from now or like now, or you know, whenever we needed each other, we were always there for each other. And I guess that made our friendship stronger, I would say. We also had a very big downfall in middle school, which I hate to think about because I was not a good friend in that moment. It's one of the things I regret the most in our friendship. And I think I have apologized to her in the past, but it's still one of the things I think about late at night that make me punch myself in the face. But we've gone through some big stuff together, and we weren't always close because, like I said, we had our own little groups, but we would still be there for each other. As of now, as we get older, we put ourselves together in our own little group and just went, yeah, this feels a lot better than what we've been going through. Not in like a mean, like weird way or anything. Like you know, the two friends that were always in different groups, but were besties outside of the group, out of said groups. And we were like that. But here we are. I'm going down to see her, and I'm so excited to. Jas is literally one of my bestest friends I could ever have. I see her as like a sister because of how close we are. This one day, I was really sad because I noticed I had only gotten flowers from family and friends. And I was in like a very sad moment because I was like, the only person romantically who has given me flowers, like, was someone who hurt me so much in the past. And, you know, feeling sad about it, I was like, man, I wouldn't say I got flowers from friends. At this, I got flowers from family. I mainly got flowers from family. So in that moment, that night, after I went to sleep, and I told her, sorry, I'm just being sad, you know, she was there for me, comforted me. In that morning, while we were playing Valorant, she asked me to play Valorant. And then my mom called me down, and I was like, what? Hold on, be right back. And she's like, oh, call me. And I'm like, what? So I called her through my phone. My mom was like, did you order flowers? I'm like, what? No. And then I grab it. It's for me. I'm like, what? And I'm like, wait a damn minute. Last night, I was talking about how I've only gotten flowers from family and how I'm sad that, like, it's like flowers are always tainted by this shitty memory. And then I call her and I'm like, Josh? She's like, yes. I'm like, girl, did you get me flowers? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. Because earlier before, she had asked me if her and her boyfriend should get Lego flowers or real flowers. And I was like, I think Lego flowers are nice because you get to build them together. I think those ones are nicer. But real flowers are really nice because it shows that they're alive. You can try to take care of them. And, you know, they make the house smell nice and all that stuff. I feel like it's more sentimental. And then I asked her, I was like, did you ask me that to see which one to get me? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god. And it's literally one of the sweetest things. And she was like, now you don't have flowers tainted by a stupid little boy who broke your heart. Now you can see these flowers as something meaningful and beautiful, that your friends love you. And, you know, it's very sweet. And I was like, I have the rose in my room right now. It's on top of my shelf. I always keep my roses from special occasions. I have a rose for my graduation. I have a rose from the bouquet Jazz got me. And I have a rose from birthday flowers I got from a coworker. So, yeah, I always keep those things close to me because I appreciate it so much. I still have the gift from the friendship I had ended, because even though I ended the friendship and we're not friends anymore, those memories are still very dear to me, and I'm not gonna just throw it away because of things that happened, you know. It's different if it was a boyfriend or a significant other. If a significant other and us, you know, ended in a bad way, I'm throwing everything out. I'm losing everything. Burning it, even. But in this occasion, when things end like that way, I keep things and hold them dear to me. Stuff like that. That's why I said friendship-wise. Because relationship-wise, relationship is a whole different fucking story. Like, when I think about relationships, I go, I don't have the time for one. Like, we have to flirt, I have to create that bond of, like, us actually being together, and I actually have to like the person, which is really hard to do. I get the ick very fast now. When I think about, okay, I tried talking to a person a couple months ago. One of the big reasons we didn't initially ever get further than just, you know, chatting as people was because they were giving off really pick-me energy that gave me the ick. And every now and then Miss would even look over at the conversation we were having, and I was like, ugh. She could see I was like, because they were going on about, oh, I have no friends, I'm lonely, you know, stuff like that, you know. I'm like, kind of past this type of energy. I'm not in high school anymore, so I was just there like, yeah. Like, I get it, they're probably trying to be sweet because I was like, oh my god, this bundle is like really, really cool. And they're like, if I had money, I would have bought it for you. I was just like, I'm like, it's okay. Maybe it's because they didn't pass the vibe check that I was kind of like, and I had recently met this person, so I was just like, all right, I'm gonna step back because, you know. Also, I hated the fact that whenever we conversed, I was the one keeping the conversation up. This person literally messaged me first and didn't keep the conversation going. Don't you want to get to know me? Like, why am I the one asking, how are you doing today? Like, what's your plans? You said hi, and I said hi back, and I'm the one conversing. Already saw the red flags of me doing more than what's needed. That was also an ick for me, because I was like, why am I doing more than you? And I'm not even fully chasing you. I'm just slow walking. Yeah. So, that's probably why I haven't really gotten it. Ow, I peeled off a scab. Ouchie. Oh, shit. Oh, man. It was healing still. Sorry. Man. Yeah. That was like the only person I actually gave the whole, let's see where this goes towards, and I did not like it. I don't know how people do that naturally. They just go in and talk to random people and see if you guys fall in love. I don't do that. I saw that. I took that course with this one. I did not like it. I hated it. Because I'm like, I don't have that special, you know, with wanting to talk to you. So, I don't really know how this stuff goes. Mel tries doing things that people her age are doing. Fails. Categorized an old lady. Confirmed. Yeah. I've tried to get my standards up because I've always just folded really fast. As you guys can tell, I've told you guys that my VTuber model was also because said VTuber I was crushing on was also a cat, so I decided to be a cat. To be like, we're matching in a weird way. I hate 16-year-old Mel with a passion because that is what she had thought of at the time. So, that's where I stand. My chair isn't rocking. There we go. So yeah. In the couple of years, I've only had a relationship since, I would say my relationship was in 2020. It's been 4 years. That one only lasted a couple months because shit happens. Have not been interested in anyone since. At all. Romantically. I think about it. Like, I truly do. I'm like, so much work. Okay, from someone who was always the chaser, it's tiring, okay? You get tired. You need to take a break. You can't keep running if you don't take a break. I'm tired of chasing. So now I'm just waiting. Now I'm waiting. And then, honestly, if you chase me and you're weird about it, I'm not gonna even consider you. I'm like, ugh. I've had people do that, by the way, who have crushed on me, but they do it in like a weird fucking way that I just don't like it. It's either only about my looks, and it's like, okay, is that all you're looking at right now? Sometimes, no, most of the time it's just about that. It's like, is that all you're looking at? Like, do you just want to keep me close because of that? No, they'll be like, no, your personality is great too. And I'll be like, yeah, but you're always going towards my looks here. So that's where I go. Listen, you're okay to have looks. I'm into looks as well. But for me, personality kind of makes up for most of it, as well as the type of hairstyle you have. Okay, hairstyle is like a big thing for me. Hair is a big thing. Believe it or not, if you don't think someone is attracted to you, it's probably because you're doing your hair wrong. Like, it's most likely the hair. For me, I feel like there are some guys out there who could benefit from a good haircut. It does a lot to you. Trust me. You find the right haircut, it does a lot to you. A lot. I forgot what I was talking about. I think I was talking about what I'm into. But yeah, you can be into looks. You can be, like, everyone has their own looks and preferences, you know? I have my own looks and preferences as well. For me, personality takes up most of it. Looks is there too, but, you know. Excuse me. Because, for me, I don't think I'm that good looking, so nor do I even really try, unless I really do try, but it's hard for me to try because I don't really know how to style myself or do my hair. My makeup is always the same. Yeah. That got off topic. I was talking about friendships, got into relationships. Overall, very, very hard to make friends. And harder to find someone to be interested in. Because I find it really hard to be interested in someone now. Mainly because I'm just like, oh. Do I see myself with this person? Oh. Will this go well? Oh. I'm tired of chasing. I went from the bubbly girl in fucking shoujo romance to the fucking Misaki from Maid Sama, or like the what other characters are there? The depressed one that literally doesn't care. I become Haruhi at this point. I just don't care. If there's a Tamaki out there that changes my mind, that'd be epic. But right now, I'm just like, eh. I'm pursuing my own career right now, you know, having a little fun. If you change my mind, you change my mind. Where's my Tamaki? Can someone be my Tamaki? Anyways, I hope this podcast was long enough for you guys. I always want to make it longer, but then I'm just stretching it out. Hope you enjoyed my ramble about friendships and relationships. On and on and on. I hope you guys don't miss me too much. I'll come back. I do plan, not gonna lie, I do plan to play mouthwashing. I know some of the storyline, but I want to experience it myself, so we'll probably play that next week for stream. Again, I am working 10 to 6 now. 10 to 5 or 6. 10 to 5 or 6. So if I'm exhausted after streams, please don't bully me and beat me up for it. I'm getting used to this time change, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this lovely podcast where I talk about random shit. I honestly forgot what I was talking about in this podcast, so if it's all out of order, that's what you guys get. Feline Chatty. I was just Feline Chatty, guys. Credits to Mist for coming that up, but Feline. I'm Feline. A little Cat Noir who? Oh my god, am I Chat Noir? Plague! Close out! Sorry. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. And remember, you beautiful, if you haven't already, please like this podcast. It helps boost my channel algorithm and shows YouTube that, hey, I'm an active content creator. And pushes me out to other people's recommendation page where most of you guys have found me from and have stayed, surprisingly. Have a wonderful day and afternoon. Whatever time it is where you are. And remember, you are beautiful.